Hi guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is my Project Pan 20 and 2020 update number 8. We've kind of strayed away from the 20 and 2020, but I am doing the Team Project Pan style, so I do roll in new items quarterly, and my Project Pan sort of covers a whole gambit of products. So let's start. Item number 1 in my project is this Delia Organics Nail and Cuticle Oil. I'm not gonna lie, I've barely used this. The weight last month was 32.52. It's now 32.01, so I used a difference of 0.51. In total, I've used 3.33 grams. Again, since I've kind of come to the epiphany that this really isn't doing anything for me, it's really not motivating me to use it. I'm thinking though, once the months get a bit colder, maybe I'll be a bit more inspired to use this, but we'll see how that goes. Item number 2, we're just not going to talk about. It's the new face gel primer. I have not used it in 2 months, so the weight has not changed. It was 286 grams last month and the month before that. I need to get back into using it, and I will. I know I definitely will come like September, October, but yeah, for now, I'm still debating, like maybe I just pull this item. I don't know. We'll see. Item number 3 is a big win. It is a finished item. It is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation in the shade 103 True Ivory, and it's finished. I knew it was getting close to being finished, and I knew I would get through this faster than my other foundation because it's definitely a lot thicker. I don't know. See if it will focus, if you can see on the inside there. I definitely tried to scrape out as much as I could, but it did get to the point where it was getting kind of difficult, and it's like how much is it worth it? I did scrape out as much as I could. I got the most out of it. It's not a bad foundation. I think they have actually discontinued this. It is pretty high coverage, like it's definitely full coverage, but you can, at least I think it's pretty close to full coverage. You can definitely make it full coverage, but you can also definitely make it medium coverage. I did kind of like that about this. The more I used it, the more I saw it was a bit more of a versatile type foundation. I could sheer it out and it still looked quite nice. I think because it's got that like sort of serum-y thicker texture that, yeah, it just sits on the skin really, really nicely. So it is a nice foundation. I know that I think they've just reformulated this or put out a new line. I'd be interested in trying the new line of foundation that Rimmel has out. So when I last weighed this, because I didn't weigh anything, or I didn't weigh this in July because I didn't have it with me when I was doing my last update. So the last update was in June, end of June, and it was 94.74 grams. I finished it at 89.33 grams. So between that update, it was 5.41 grams. And in total, I used 19.35 grams of that product. The next product is still alive, which I'm surprised it's still alive. It's the Milani Keep It Sweet Sugar Scrub. It's getting there. You'll see in the picture, I'll put a picture of the comparison, and then I'll also put a picture from the top down, which I haven't been doing because previously from the top down you couldn't really tell, but now you can actually see the bottom, like in the middle you can see the bottom of the pan. So this will probably still continue through September and October. I doubt I'll finish this in September. I'm not a lip scrub person, so we'll get there when we get there. The next item on my list is the Rosebud Salve, and I'm actually like pleasantly surprised by this. The more I look at it, the more I see that middle pan is getting bigger and bigger. And because I think of back to in January, like that middle pan was just a hint of a pan. Like you could definitely see the bottom, but it was just barely covered. And yeah, like again, I'll be surprised if I finish this by the end of the year, but I've definitely made a really good dent in this product for being such a large lip balm, so I'm pretty happy about that. My next product that I keep trucking away on is the NYX Lip Primer. I know it feels really pointless to use this. Again, another product that I don't think really does much for me. I'm just using it to use it and not waste it, but I wouldn't repurchase this. And there's like kind of no point in hanging on to it because it gets definitely older. I accidentally kind of smushed it. I don't know if you can see. Can you see, like I kind of accidentally smushed it, so I'm gonna have to be careful with this product getting close to the end here. It might just end up accidentally breaking off. I don't know. Well, I'm trying my best to use this, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, I don't have the weight for this. I need to put the weights in, so I don't know what the weight is, but I'll put it down on the screen. Kind of forgot about this product. It was sitting in the bathroom. Oops. The next item is something I've actually been really focusing on lately. This is the Julep Lip Gloss in Lively, and I've been trying to focus on getting below the E. I didn't quite make it, but almost did. And yeah, I've just been heavily focusing on this. So last month it was 24.01. It's now 23.59. That's a difference of 0.42. And in total, I've used 2.15 grams. So I'm feeling very motivated to get this finished, particularly because I just bought 4 lip glosses, lip balms in one of my recent videos, you'll see. And yeah, it'll just be really nice to have one item actually completely finished, so I'm not like continuing to perpetuate this like hanging on to lip products. I am kicking myself a little bit because the more I use this, the more I do like it, and I don't know why I sat on it for so long. Like I used it a lot when I first got it, and then I just stopped using it for so long. So anyway, really happy with the progress on this item. The next item is the Milk Lip and Cheek in Work, and I'm considering this done. Yes, there's still product there, but it's getting real difficult to use. There's a part of me that wants to like scrape out and see what's left, so I can't turn this up anymore. I couldn't turn it, it was broken, and it was twisted all the way up when I started using this at the beginning of the project. I'm really curious to know how far down this goes, but I'm not going to wreck it just yet because I am using this as a comparison to the lip and cheek that I bought from Pure Nata, because when I first looked at them, I thought they were the same color, but they're definitely not the same color, and they're definitely a different texture. So I am going to be using that in the review. So I want to keep it pristine for that review. But then after that, we can maybe do a little bit of a destroy of this product. The next item is also finished. This is the Hask hair oil, Manoia oil, and I really liked this product. I am kind of sad that it is finished, but I do have other hair oils. I would definitely repurchase this. I'd like to see what other hair oils they have. Like I know there's different versions, but this was just like a really good lightweight hair oil that didn't make my hair feel weighed down, but just added a little bit of extra. I feel like it helped keep my ends a little less breakagey. That's not the word. I found that the ends of my hair didn't break as much. I feel like, the ends of my hair are really dry, but I used to feel like I had a lot more dead ends. And then I feel like now that I've used this a lot more, I don't get dead ends as much. I definitely need to cut my hair. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using this. It's been we've had a good time together. Thank you. Last update, because I didn't have this with me when I did my update number 7, was 12.17 grams at the end of June. I finished it at 9.41 grams, so that was a difference of 2.76 grams over those couple months. In total, I used 12.59 grams of this product. My next item is the Color Workshop liner in black, and this has just been a nice little product to use. I've been enjoying using it. I have cracked the lid a little bit. I definitely will finish this by the end of the year. This is an easy liner to use. It's not the best, but it's actually not bad for the price. Last month it was 3.1 grams. It's now 2.99 grams. I'm slowly moving on with this product, and I'm keeping it in the project because I feel like I now look at it and I look at like the pan is very shallow. I think I can hit pan on this. It's probably going to happen on like December 30th, but I think I can hit pan on this. This is the ABH, it's the light sculpt shade in the contour palette, the cream contour palette. Yeah, I just haven't really been using this. Contouring is an extra step, and it's pretty much an unnecessary step, to be honest. Especially day to day. Like honestly, day to day, it's really not necessary. Like contouring, actually, you can notice it on camera, and it does make a difference on camera, I think. But day to day, I think it's kind of pointless, to be honest. Like certain contouring is okay, but sometimes it looks weird in person. I'm just gonna say that. Last month, this was 8.96 grams. It's now 8.78 grams. So that's a difference of 0.18, which I'm actually kind of surprised there's even a change, because I think I've used this maybe like half a dozen times at most in the past month. The next item is my 4th product that I finished this month. This is the Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer, and yeah, like I liked this. It was enjoyable, really nice fragrance, really nice texture. I think this is my honest opinion. I think the appeal of this product is in using it. It's really nice packaging. It has a nice scent, feels really nice. It's a nice experience. Does it really do a whole lot as a primer? It does smooth the skin out a little bit, so it definitely does help in that respect. I don't think it helps with longevity. I don't think it helps if you have really textured skin, like I have really deep pores, and it really doesn't, like, it doesn't cover that. But does it make your skin feel very nice and smooth? Sure, so I think that does help in a way. It does help your foundation kind of go on a little bit smoother. But yeah, I think the appeal of this product is really more in like the experience of the product, if that makes sense. So last month this was 28.86 grams. It is finished at 28.01 grams. So I used 0.83 in that month, and in total I used 5.72 grams. Now the back says it is 7 grams, although when I was using this, it wasn't quite full. I had used it a handful of times, so it probably is 7 grams in total when I think about how much I had used prior to putting it in the project. My next item is also a primer. It's the Milk Blur Stick Primer, which is almost done. I could have maybe called it, but I still want to keep, there's still a little bit left in there that I think I can use. I can't turn it up anymore, and again, oh, maybe I can. Nope. When I turn it, nothing happens. Again, like the lip and cheek, there's definitely product in here, and I'm curious to know how much. The downside of this product is once you scoop that out, like it's not in a format like a cream that you can like put in another pot. I mean, maybe I can try, I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe doing like a makeup breakup type thing, like the Beauty News girls, and destroying these on camera just to see what it'll be like. Anyway, this will definitely be done in September. Last month it was 15.8 grams. It is now 15 grams, so that's a difference of 0.8 grams in the last month. Another product that I'm really happy with the progress on is this ABH Dipbrow in taupe. My little shape in the middle has changed. It is no longer, I forget who mentioned it, but they said their son said it looked like a thumbs up, which yeah, I saw that. I definitely could see a thumbs up. The interesting thing about the pan in this is it's definitely much thinner on one side. I feel like the one side of my pot is like right at the top. Like I feel like I haven't really used that side for some reason. So I don't, like, the question is, do I work on the high side and then you really won't see any difference? Or do I continue sort of making that pan bigger and spreading it out so then it's visually motivating to keep using that? I think I am going to keep using it along the side that's lower just because I think I need that visual motivation. But again, I'm really happy with the progress on this. I do really like this product. I probably should have a slightly darker shade because obviously my hair is dark. But then I also feel like, because I don't have very good eyebrows, if they're too prominent, it's really noticeable how bad they are. So I don't know. I've always toyed with like, do I get a deeper shade of this or do I just continue with taupe? And then what I usually do is like I'll go in with a pencil or some other like powder or something else to just sort of like deepen up like the outer part of my eyebrow if I feel like it. I think that's a better way to go. Last month this was 46.61 grams. It's now 46.44 grams. So that's a difference of 0.17 grams. The next item I've just thrown in because I'm using it, so we might as well track it. It'll be curious to see how long this does actually take me to finish up. I mean, I've pretty much predicted it takes me a year to use up an eye primer. So I kind of know that already, but it'll just be interesting to see how far along we get. So last month this was 15.29 grams, and it is now 15 grams, so that's a difference of 0.29 grams. Oh, my next item I don't have right with me. It's in the bathroom, but I'll put the picture up anyway. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush. And again, pretty happy with the progress on this, but I'll be 100% honest, I'm kind of getting sick of the scent. I'm almost disliking it a little bit. I toyed with the idea of taking it out now and replacing it, but I feel like I might as well just continue to use it for, I'll probably only use it for the beginning part of September, and then I'll probably stop using it. I also contemplated, like, do I just power through it in September and finish it? Because I probably could if I really wanted to, even though I'm sick of the scent. But I know myself, I'm sick of the scent now, but I know summertime next year, I'm going to be like, kind of wish I had that Sol de Janeiro spray, because I kind of want that summer spray. So I know it'll be nice to have it refreshed again next year. So I'm not really super motivated to finish it off because... again, it's not like a super old product, so I think it'll still be fine next summer to use. And again, I know now, like, to use that remaining amount next summer will be really easy to use, and I'll just finish it up next summer. So last update, it was 40.81, and it is now 31.89, so I've used 8.92 grams. Again, I've kind of been flying through this. I've been noticing, or I've been kind of reminding myself to spray it again, like, during the day at some point. And the scent does fade, so I feel like it's easier to remember to do that, if that makes sense. And my second to last item is my Franken bronzer. So I'm really happy with the progress on this. I'm definitely, like, I keep hitting pan at all sorts of new spots because, you know, this is sort of like a bunch of different products. Excuse me. This is a bunch of different products all mixed together. I kind of feel like I've touched on the secret of Hourglass. I feel like because this has a blend of a powder that's my skin tone or close to my skin tone and the bronzer powder, it makes for a more blended application. So I feel like I can definitely like, I mean, this is a pretty light bronzer for me, so I can definitely like layer it on pretty good. And I feel like it just blends really, really easily. And I think that's because it's sort of that marbled effect. So again, I still think, I mean, it looks kind of weird right now and it's hard to tell, but I still think I'm on track to finishing this by the end of the year. Last month it was 64.56 grams. It is now 63.98 grams. So that's a difference of 0.58 grams. And then my last item in my project pan currently is this CoverGirl, what do you call this? It's the Clean Powder Foundation in the shade 203 Classic Beige. I can't remember what it looked like last month. I think the circle was visible last month, but now it's definitely bigger. And again, I'm moving along pretty good on this. It has slowed down a little bit because I've been testing out the Pure Nata translucent powder that I got. I've also been testing out the, what's the brand called? Nude by Nature products that I got way back in February that were too dark for me. And then I was just kind of going through my products and I realized, oh yeah, I need to try those products out. And now that I'm kind of like end of summer, I'm a bit more tan, I am trying the products out. So that's kind of slowing me down a little bit because there's both a setting powder and a foundation that I'm trying out. So kind of slowing me down on using this a little bit. But again, I mean, the pan is pretty thin, I think, for this product overall. So I think it's still achievable to finish this by the end of the year. Last month it was 57.1 grams. It is now 56.25 grams. So that's a difference of 0.85 grams. So yeah, in all honesty, I'm actually really pleased with myself with this project pan. I feel like I am doing really well considering like the chaos of the world right now. Sometimes I feel like having the project pan is helping me. It's kind of like doing makeup right now. Like I do wear makeup every day and it's kind of like a routine thing. It's kind of like it's keeping things regular for me, if that makes sense, in kind of this crazy world. And I mean, I'm still struggling with, I was going through my collection and there's some items that I haven't really used that I want to use. And it's making me really think about, next update is the quarterly refresh. And do I add stuff? Or do I not? I currently have 15 products, so it's no longer 20 and 20 because we're down to 15. I've used a lot of the products in my original project pan, so I only have 5 products left in my original project pan, and in that original project pan I took out 2 items. So that's only 7 items. So I finished 13 items, I think, if I do the math correct, for my original 20 and 20, which I think is really good, finishing 13 items by this point. Again, I know some of the items will definitely not be finished, but yeah, I'm kind of in this weird mode of, do I add more or do I not? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm definitely I'm playing with some more blushes because I got the Pure Nata Lip and Cheek. I got the Charlotte Tilbury blush, and it's just nice to play with some items that I haven't really touched. Well, those are new to me. And then, yeah, I was looking at some other stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to play with that and I want to play with that. So I'm torn on putting anything new in the project pan at the last quarter because it will only be 3 months. And it's something that I likely won't finish. So is it worth it to put something in? I don't know. I don't need to talk about that right now. We'll deal with that in the next update. Anyway, I hope you liked this update for my project pan. If you did, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.